Welcome back to HR News You Can Use, where we make California human resources simple. California will ring in the new year with some significant updates to employment and labor laws. You might be wondering, what's California's new minimum wage, or what's California's Equal Pay Act about? So let's review a few changes that will impact your payroll and wage and hour practices in the new year. First, under Senate Bill 3, California's minimum wage will increase to $16.90 per hour on January 1st, 2026. This has a domino effect on salaried employees who will now need to earn at least $70,304 per year to continue to qualify for an exempt status. And while SB 3 is not new, it is adjusting the minimum wage due to inflation. Next, Senate Bill 642 makes some amendments to California's Equal Pay Act. It's extending the statute of limitations to 3 years in all cases, and depending on the circumstances, some employees may even be able to recover up to 6 years of damages. It also amends the definition of pay scale. Pay scale will now mean an estimate of the expected wage range that an employer reasonably and in good faith expects to pay for a position upon hire. This is good news for employers who will only need to disclose the starting salary and not the entire range for a position. Finally, the federal OBBB Act establishes many tax-related changes for tax years 2025 through 2028, such as deductions for qualified overtime pay and tips. Employers will still need to collect and withhold federal and California income tax as well as other deductions, but now employees will be able to make the deduction on their 2025 federal income tax return. At CEA, we always recommend auditing your pay practices to stay in compliance. Download our 2026 New Laws Guide for a more detailed overview of new and updated labor laws, including recommended next steps to comply with each bill. And if you're a CEA member, reach out to your subject matter experts for guidance. And make sure to subscribe to our channel for immediate access to more HR news you can use.